Hello guys, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video we are going to build a Stripe landing page fully responsive in React.js. So before I give you the demo of application, I need to do some announcement, like if you have any suggestion for me to take forward in order to improve something in video, then you can tell me in the comment section. Second thing, like any topic that you wanted me to cover in depth related to React.js, then you can also tell me in the comment section. I will try my best to explain this topic. And the third thing, like in future video, I'll be bringing full stack React application using Node, Express, MongoDB, and MySQL as well. I'll be also covering the full stack application with the Python Flask API, and I will tell you like how you can integrate Flask API in a React, and we will also see how you can build a full stack web application using Spring Boot, and I will show you how you can integrate their RESTful API in your React application. The fourth thing, like I am also working on machine learning project with React. Basically how you can build some machine learning project in your React application. The next thing, that you can also join my Facebook page in order to get a notification, and we can also interact there as well. Link is available in description to join my Facebook page. And the last thing, if you really like my work and wanted me to support in some way, then you can support me through Patreon. It will keep motivate me to bring new video on a regular basis, and the link is available in the description. That's it from this announcement. So now I am going to demo the Stripe landing page application. So you can see that this is a Stripe landing page, and we have a nice header in which we have some header item, and on hovering each header item we are getting the sub menu, and we have a one sign in button here, and this is the overall hero component which we have on our Stripe landing page. And this is a fully responsive, so if you decrease the screen size, so I'm just going to decrease the screen size. So as you can see that on decreasing the page, you can see that menu item now converted into the hamburger. So this is the hamburger, and we have a model. So once you click on that menu item, so it will open a model, and you can close the model as well. So this is a fully responsive Stripe landing page. Okay, so let's start building this fully responsive Stripe in React.js, and we are going to use context as well in this small project. So let's get started. So now I'm on my directory here, and I'm going to open a terminal, and I'm going to create a project. So npx create React app, and I will give the project name like React Stripe landing. So this is the project name, and guys, it will take a 5 to 10 minutes to install all the necessary dependencies. I'll be back once all the necessary dependency get installed. So guys, I am back, and look like all the dependency got installed now. So I will be moving into the project. So cd react stripe landing, and I will install one package. So npm install react icons, and I have also opened the project in the Visual Studio Code. So the project is open in Visual Studio Code, and in the project I need some data, and this data I need. So I will show you what is the data. So I am putting the data in source, okay, and we have some like header item we have along with the icons. So this data I am going to use to display the sub menu, and I will provide this data with the GitHub link. So I will provide everything with the GitHub like images. So I have also used image in this project. So I need images as well, and images have some hero image, logo. So I will provide all the images you, okay. So you don't have to worry about the resource like image data and along with the CSS file as well, because we have to write a lot of CSS code in this small project. But I will do just copy paste, and I will provide all the CSS image and the data with a separate GitHub link, and you can check out the GitHub link in the description. So our package is installed, React icons. Now I will do npm start, and here I am going to create a context one. So we will be working with the context in this application. So context.js, and I will generate a snippet, and from React I also need use state, use context, not callback, use context, and we have to import the sublink. So I have imported the sublink, and now our application is start in the browser. So first let's write the context here, and we also need to create the application context. So app context react dot create context, and this will be the app provider actually. So then I'm changing the name here, app provider, and I'm going to destructure the children, because we are going to provide all the helper method whatever we are going to create here throughout the application. So I will use each sidebar open. So this is the state, set each sidebar, make it small, sidebar open, and this is also be small, and use state with false, and we will have one another use state. So this will be the sub menu. So sub menu is sub menu open, set is sub menu, and this will be also the initial state will be the false. And then we will having one more state, page, set page, and it will be having an object with page and link, and it will be comma here. Now we'll be having one more state location, set location, use state, and it will be the empty object, and const open sidebar. So we are basically creating some helper method here in the context, and we are going to use this all helper method throughout the component. So set is sidebar open true, then there will be one more for closing the sidebar, and it will be set is sidebar open to false. And for opening the sub menu also we need to define some helper method. So sub menu const open sub menu, so it will be text, it will accept argument text and coordinates. Const page sublinks, so we are getting the sublinks from the data file, and it will be having a link, and link dot page equal to text. Then I am going to hit that page and set location to coordinates, that is the coordinates, and set is sub menu open to true. Now we will be having the for closing the sub menu as well, so let's create that one. Const close sub menu, and set is sub menu will be false, so I'll be just passing the false value. Now we have to remove this one, and we have to give app context dot provider, and inside that we are going to pass the value, so value, and we are going to provide all value here. So each sidebar open sidebar, close sidebar, then each sub menu open sub menu, close sub menu. Also need to send the page and location, and inside that it will be having the children. Now come over here and create like export const use global context, and it will be like return use context app context, and I will export both like app context and app provider. So we are done with the context, Now in order to provide all this value through the React component, we need to go to the index.js file and we have to bring the app provider here. So I'm going to bring the app provider from the context and I'm going to wrap the application with the provider. So let's go into the browser so that we don't have any issue. Yes, as of now we don't have any issue. So now I am in my app.js file and I am going to remove all this content, and I'm also don't need this class name, and I will use fragment here. And here what we need, so we need navbar. So one by one we are going to design the component. Then we need sidebar, then we need a hero component, then we need a sub menu component. So this 4 component needed to build the Stripe landing page. So I'll create one folder here called components, and inside component I will have folder navbar, and sorry, it will be navbar only, and in navbar we'll be having 2 files like navbar.js, navbar.css, and let's create other folder as well. So the other folder will be like sidebar, and after that I need hero folder, then after that sub menu folder we need. So let's work on the navbar component. So I will generate the snippet. I will import this CSS file. So navbar.css, and in this component I need logo from image folder that we already have. So image logo.svg. Then we need some icon from the React icon. So React icons, and here I am going to use the font awesome icon. So it will be like fa bar and fa chevron right, yes. And also we need the global context, so import that one as well from the context. Use global context. Now from the global context we need, so from global context I need open sidebar, open sub menu, and we need close sub menu. Then we'll having one function here to display the menu. So display menu, and we will define later, so just keep it as of now. So let's work on the component styling. So it will be nav, and in nav I'll give the class name of nav and on mouse over, so I will write one more handler here. So handle sub menu, so let's define that one as well. So this is the handle sub menu. Inside that I am going to create one class name, so nav center, another class name nav header, and we'll have image with the class name nav logo, and the source is gonna be logo. Alt also we can give logo here, and we'll having a button. So button will having the class name like btn nav bar toggle btn, and we'll having the on click. So on click it will open the hide bar. So open side, not sub menu, sidebar. So this method we are going to use from the context, and inside that I am going to use the icon, so fa bar. Now below this div will having a ul tag with the class name nav link, and inside that I will having the li tag, so li dot btn. So it can't create. Okay, so let's give li. So in li I will having a button, so button will have the class name of link btn, and it will having the products, and again on mouse over. So on mouse over I am going to write this one display menu. Okay, so let's make it sub menu because we are displaying the sub menu here. So display sub menu. So this is the li tag, and I'm going to just copy this one. I'm going to copy one more time, and this time it will be developers, and this will be the company. Okay, so let's put into the app.js first, so that we don't face any issue. So I'll be putting the nav bar. So VS Code automatically suggest me this component. So let's go into the browser. Yes, we are getting, but we don't have yet the styling. So for styling I will paste the CSS code here once I am done with the component. So after UL we will having a button with the class name btn nav bar, and the other class will be sign-in btn. So this is the class name for sign-in, and I'm going to add one span tag here, and I'm going to use that icon, and icon will having the class name. It is like a right arrow. So now I will do a format here. So I'm going to format the file. So I have done the formatting, and now we need to paste the code in the navbar.css file. So I will paste the code here, and don't worry, I will provide all the resource like CSS file, image files, and data.js file. All resources related to this application I will provide with the separate GitHub link. You can check the link in the description. So let's go into the browser now, and we got the our styling is got applied. So we don't see anything here because we have to adjust the background color. Okay, so go to index.css file, and here we need to add the background. So I will add the background color. So guys, this is color we need in the background. So let's go into the browser. Now we are able to see the header, but it's still not clear because we have to work on the hero component. So let's work on the hero component. So hero component is here. So I will create hero.js file and hero.css file, and here I will generate the snippet code. So if you're not aware of how to generate this snippet, so you can simply install this extension. This extension you need to install to generate the snippet the way I just generate. So let's do working on this component. So first I need phone image. So I will go to the image folder, and I will be bring phone.svg. Then I need icon from React icon and FA, that is font awesome icon, and we need FA chevron right, and we also need global context. So I will import from the context file, that is use global context, and also let's import the CSS file like hero.css. So hero.css, and from context we need one item only. So use global context, and we need here close sub menu. Now we'll have one section here, section tag. So section, and I will give the class name of hero, and there will be one method here. So on mouse over equal to close sub menu. We'll having a div with the class name hero center. Then there will be article tag with the class name hero info, and we'll having a h1 tag here, and I will just copy from here from our demo app. So I'll just copy this stuff, and I will just paste it here, and after the infrastructure I will give break. Let's remove this one. So now we'll have a e tag. So give the class name hero text, and again I'm going to copy this paragraph from our demo app. So I'll just copy. I'll just do a format. Now after that there will be span tag with the class name group, and we'll having a button with the class name of btn, and the text will be like start now, and there will be a span tag inside this button, and the button will have the class name of right arrow, and here we need to use that react icon tag. Now after button we'll have to give the another div like contact, so it will be a div only, and it will be like contact cells, and here again I am going to use span tag, and the class name will be right arrow, and I'll use that the same tag that I used previously, and we are going to close this article tag here. After that I'll have another article tag with the class name hero images, and I will provide the image here. So image will also have the class name, so I'll give the class name phone hyphen image, and the source will be the phone image that I have import at the top, and the alternate you can also give phone image, and that's it in the component. Let's format this one, and let's also give some space here, like this way you can give space, and let's paste the code css code into our hero.css file. So guys, I am pasting the css code for the hero.css file. So we have this much css to write in this file. So now let's go into the browser. So this is the demo app, don't get confused, and this is the app on which we are working. So again the styling is not applying since to. So let's go into the VS Code. Okay, so we have imported correctly, but we haven't used this component into our app.js. So we have to bring the hero component. So let's remove this one and bring the hero component. Then only you will get the changes in the browser. So let's go into the browser. Now we are able to see the hero component tower in browser. So you can see that it's almost identical, and we are almost completed half of the way of this Stripe landing page. So let's complete other component as well, like sidebar and home menu, sub menu. So I will work on the home menu first. So I'll create the file submenu.js and submenu.css, and let's generate the snippet. So submenu component is created, and I will also bring the CSS file for the submenu. and we also need the context here as well. So bring the context as well. So context from, and it will be the use global context. We also need hooks from the React. So let's bring those hooks. So it will be use state, use ref, and use effect. Let's start working on the some menu component. So const, and I'm going to destructure from the use global context, and the thing I will import like is sub menu open. So this thing we need, and pages, and from pages I'm going to destructure pages and links, and I need the location, and here I need to create a ref. So const container is equal to use ref, and initially it will be null. Then we also need to set the column state. So columns, set columns, and by default the column state will be called -2. So let's work on the styling part first in the component. So I'll be having one tag here called aside dot some menu, and this class name will be the dynamically. So it will be, I'll be using template literal. So based on each some menu option, I will be basically attaching the class. So some menu, and the class name will be the show, else it will be some menu only. And so some issue we have here, we don't need use backtick here, so it's fine now. And there will be a ref here which I have declared at the top, that is the container. And now we have to put one more tag called section. So inside section I will be having a h4. So h4 nothing but it's a page, so which receiving from the global context. Now we'll be having one more class name. So I'll be using div, and the class name will be, so again I'm going to wrap into the template literal. So some menu, so this class will be there by default, and I'll be just adding the columns. So the column will be a dynamic here, and we are having the links from the context. So links dot map, and I'll be having link and index, and I'm going to destructure from the link, that is URL, icon, and label, and I'm going to return. So this will be a key, so I'll give the index to avoid the warning in the console log. Ref will be the URL, and here it will be the icon, and we have the label. So let's do a quick format here. And now what we have to do, we have to write a use effect here. So use effect, and this use effect will run based on the page, location and links, and set columns. Initially I will be setting the column call -2, then const submenu is equal to container dot current. So we can get the value using this way, container dot current, if you are using the ref in your component. So now const location, and from location I am going to destructure center and bottom. Now submenu dot style dot left is equal to center pixel. So I am styling this way inside the use effect, because we are not aware like how many item will be there when user is hovering on the header item. So that's why I am doing this way. So submenu style dot top is equal to bottom, and it will be the pixel. Now if links dot length is equal to 3, then set the column 3. So column -3. If the links dot length is greater than 3, then set the column 4. So I'll just copy this one and I will paste here. So that's it in the component level. Now we have to paste the code of this file into submenu.css file. So I will paste the CSS code here. So I just paste the code here, as you can see that, and I am going to just do a format here, and let's go into the browser. So this is the demo application and this is our application, and let's also make sure that you have imported that submenu component into our app.js file. So I will remove this one, and submenu, let's go into the browser, refresh it. So we are not getting this one. So, and let's also check responsive. Yes, so it is toggling to the hamburger, but we are not getting the submenu items here. So let's go into the VS Code. So the reason is not working the submenu hovering effect, because we haven't worked on the navbar. So in the navbar we have just left out this method here as it is. So we have to work on this method. So let's work on this method one by one. So const page equal to e dot target dot text content, and here it will be one temp button will be there. So temp btn is equal to e dot target dot get bounding client rect. Now we will have having again center here. Const center is equal to temp btn dot length, temp not length, temp btn dot left plus temp btn dot right divide by 2, then const bottom is equal to temp btn dot bottom minus 3, and I will use the open sub menu. I will provide the page and as a object center and bottom. Now let's work on the handle sub menu. So handle sub menu, like if e dot target dot class list dot content link hyphen btn close sub menu. So we are done with this method, and let's go into the browser and check out whether it's working or not. So there is some issue with the close sub menu. So close sub menu is not a function, it's saying. So why it is saying close sub menu is not a function? So let's go into the context. So we have close sub menu. Okay, so we have just spelled out incorrectly here, so that's why we are getting that error. Now let's go into the browser, refresh it, hover on. So still not working, the hovering effect, we are not able to see the item. So let's go into, so we have some naming issue here. So we have here each hub menu open, and if you look at the context, we have issue with the naming convention here. So I'll just change here. So I'll just give capital and make sure also we are providing the capital here as well. Now let's go into the browser and see. So now we are able to see the sub menu item in our header. So the next thing we are going to work this component. So once the user click on this, so whatever the item we have here in the thumb menu, so we have to so once user click on this hamburger menu in the form of model. So let's work on that component, that is called sidebar component. So I'll just close this one and I will work on the sidebar. So I'll create the file sidebar.js and sidebar.css file. I will generate the snippet and I'll just import the CSS code file for this component. So sidebar dot CSS. So I need here icons from the React icon. So here I'll be using f8 times. Okay, and we also need here global context. So I'll import from the context. So use global context, and we need sublinks from our data. So that's all import required for this component. And from the context, let's bring the some variables, like the variable like is sidebar open and close sidebar. So let's start working on the styling part. So I'll having a class name, and I'm going to use template literal here. So is sidebar open, and then sidebar, I'll give the class name sidebar wrapper and show, else sidebar wrapper. That's it. And inside this, again I'm going to have the aside tag along with the class name sidebar, and there will be button with the class name close hyphen btn, and inside the btn I'm going to use that icon f8 times, and on button I'll be having on click, and I'll be using the close sidebar. Now we'll having another div like sidebar links sidebar hyphen links, and here we will having all the sublinks. So sublinks dot map item and index, and from item I'm going to destructure the link and page. Now we have to return. So I'll be using article tag here, and inside article I will provide the key. So key will be the index, and here I am going to use h4 tag, and pages will be there page, and we'll have another div with the side bar hyphen sub links, and after that I am going to map the links. So from links again map, I am going to use link and index, and here again I am going to destructure the URL icon label from the link. So it will be URL label icon, and now I am again going to return. So this time I'll be having a tag, and inside a tag I am going to use key here, and it will be again the index, and inside a tag I'll be having the URL and icon and label. Now just format this one. This look was it was looking messy, so after formatting it looked nice. So now what we have to do, we have to just paste the CSS code for this component. So I'll be pasting the CSS code for this component. So this is the CSS code for the sidebar component, and go to app.js and just bring the sidebar here. So sidebar, and let's open. So in browser, let's decrease the width. So I'll be decreasing, and I will click on this, and you can see that a model is open, and we have all the header item if the screen size get decreased, and the close is not working. So let's fix that one. So let's go to the sidebar, and this is the close sidebar. Then go to the context. So on context we have this close sidebar. So close sidebar, what is doing here? So it's closing, but so guys, here we have to use this one, set each sidebar open. Okay, so that's why it was not closing the sidebar model. So let's go into the browser and refresh it, and click on the hamburger menu and just click on this close icon. Now we are able to close the model as well. So that's it guys. From this video we have completely built the landing page of Stripe in a React JS, and it's also a fully responsive as well. So you can see that it's responsive, and it's converted into the hamburger menu. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you like this video then please subscribe this channel and like the video as well. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. Bye bye.